America has been fascinated by trucks since the early 20th century. Over the years, these mechanized beasts of burden have influenced and supported our nation's way of life. If we touch it, chances are a truck transported it. But there's more to the unique history of this all-important industry, where 18-wheelers carry the collective weight of our nation's economy. It's a story driven by trucks, carried by an ever-evolving supply chain, and undergirded by the original Southern Rate-Making Association that, through perseverance, ingenuity, and vision, rose to become today's industry leader in technology, data, and education. SMC3. In fact, the evolution of motor freight and the rise of SMC3 are fundamentally linked. Like a tractor and trailer on a cross-country long haul. Trucks first gained widespread use by our military during World War I. Upon returning home, Southern farm boys were inspired by this new method of hauling supplies. As a way to supplement their family income, they began using trucks to deliver farmers' produce and livestock to market. The concept of American motor freight was born, with distinctively Southern roots. As the construction of paved roads expanded in the early 1930s, the use of trucks for transporting goods gained traction nationwide. And with this growth came an increasingly contentious relationship with the railroads and business tactics that can only be described as ruthless and chaotic. This early history created an environment that led to government regulation and the establishment of 10 regionalized rate-making bureaus, including the Southern Motor Carriers Rate Conference in Atlanta, known today as SMC3. The congressional implementation of the Motor Carrier Act of 1935 and the sanctioning of collective rate-making authority with antitrust immunity ushered in the bureau era that would last for more than 50 years. This partnership between the carriers and bureaus served the motor freight industry well. Truckers simply wanted to do what they do best, haul freight, while the bureaus processed and published the constant flow of tariff information, a time-consuming and tedious process. Over time, the advent of the interstate highway system would forever change the world of transportation in America. Trucking began to dominate the shipping industry. And with this growth, Southern-based carriers developed into some of the nation's largest and most successful motor freight companies. By the 1970s, the winds of change began to blow. This would become a significant advantage for Atlanta-based bureau SMC. Shippers were pushing for deregulation, and by the 1980s, benchmark-based pricing began to evolve. Challenging and uncertain times lay ahead. The beginning of deregulation started with the Motor Carrier Act of 1980, with transition away from the bureau structure taking more than 2 decades. During this tumultuous time, advancing technologies and the development of data-based rate processes fostered fierce competition between bureaus. More carriers surfaced, and many folded. Mergers, acquisitions, litigation, and legislation reshaped the world of motor freight. Through uncommon leadership, determination, and vision, SMC emerged from the chaos as one of the few remaining bureaus, a leader in the industry, operating throughout North America. Past processes and protocols gave way to benchmarks, zip codes, data, technology, and education. And strengthened by a merger with Central and Southern Bureau of Louisville, SMC became SMC3, providing the industry much-needed order, stability, and support. With a shared history, motor freight and SMC3 survived their journey of challenges and uncertainty to become stronger together. Today, SMC3 remains vigilant, responsive, and inclusive of all elements of the supply chain and logistics, endeavoring to remain the industry's leader today, tomorrow, and beyond. It's an incredible success story that is now a book, Long Haul Legacy, SMC3 and the Evolution of Motor Freight, a must-read for anyone in the industry. At the heart of this story is the determined leadership of 2 men who looked past the seemingly insurmountable obstacles of their day and saw opportunity. One is Vernon Faribaugh, the resilient survivor of a bygone age of trucking regulation. And the other is Jack Middleton, the master strategist who helped position SMC3 for success in the midst of the deregulation years. Thanks to these two visionary leaders, their loyal governing boards, and dedicated staffs, SMC3 is still well positioned for the long haul.